Hello guys, and welcome to a new sponsored Regiments video today by me, Vulcan. In this one, I'm really excited to get my hands back on the Pact forces in Operation Iron Tide. Let's read the description. A partially mobilised Belgian corps sits at the border of two army groups and two Air Force commands, making it a prime target for the main thrust. Strike with full force and give no quarter. The date is June 12th, 1989, and the unit is the 332nd Tank Regiment under command of the 47th Guards Tank Division of the 3rd Combined Arms Army on the 2nd Western Front. Polkovnik. This is the moment we've been preparing for. It took the West almost half a century to forget the lessons of the previous war. We didn't forget. German tanks with iron crosses are once again moving east, but history offers us a unique opportunity to cripple the Western war machine far away from our borders, on foreign soil and with little blood spilled. As the focus of GSFG's overall effort, the 3rd Combined Arms Army attacks the Belgian First Corps with the intent to break through their operational rear. The first echelon has already brushed aside enemy forward elements, but ran into heavy resistance from the 33rd Armoured Brigade of the Brits. The second echelon, including your 332nd Guards Tank Regiment, attacks next to breach the 33rd defensive lines. Judging by the experience so far, the British would hold on to their set positions and conserve for a single large counterattack rather than lots of tactical ones. Helicopters are also proving to be a persistent problem. Despite the logistical issues, the ammo is in high supply. Mercy is not. The attack begins at 1300. Our objectives are to breach the enemy defensive positions, and we have 3 phases in order to do so. I'm going to go and put the difficulty up to hard for this one. We have previously been playing on medium. So let's see how we get on. Let's go to battle. Right, we have at our disposal today 8 Recon BMP2s. We've got 12 T64B1s. Actually, we've got 2 sets of those, 3 sets, 4 sets, 5 sets of those. Wow. Lots of T64B1s with BTR-70s with standard riflemen, which have just anti-tank, and then there's also the rifleman plus AT, which also get extra recoilless rifles. There's the BTR fire support. The fire support units get grenade launchers and machine gunners and medium anti-tank, and then we've got Tunguskas for AA. They're going to be quite important if the description read correctly about the helicopters. We got the Sani mortars, the Gvozdika, artillery, some grads, and some supply. Plenty of supply, of course. And we've also got 2 tactical aid, the artillery barrage and heavy artillery. Let's have a quick look at the extra command groups available. We've got the Armoured Task Force of Molot, which includes the T-80BVs, and then we've got the command group of Damask, which has the BMP-1PKs and BTR-70s with rifles, and then this one gets access to the BMP-2 and the BMP-1P. Upgraded, they can only go to level 2. This one actually gets access to Su-25 cluster bombs, which is pretty nice. This one is Rally. We've only got 3 phases. We have plenty of tanks. I don't know if we'll need the T-80BVs. It really depends on the quality of the British tanks we're going to be coming up against. So what I'm kind of thinking of doing is going for the Damask group early on, and we can upgrade that, grab the Su-25 cluster bombers. I think that would be a much better balance to our force. Let's go into the operational log and read the first note. So, Warsaw Pact's armies. Warsaw Pact's counterintelligence measures were also almost paranoid, and frankly for good reason, which makes estimating their plans a hard task. What we can say for sure is that the proper attack westward would include 5 armies of group of Soviet forces in Germany, at least 2 armies of East German National Volksarmy (NVA), 2 divisions of the Northern Group of Forces, up to 3 armies of Polish Lodwo Wojsko, Polski, LWP, 1 corps, 3 divisions of the central group of forces, at least 2 armies of the Czechoslovakia Lidová Armada, CSLA. Okay, so that's the CIA report on what's coming to attack them. Alright, apologies if I completely butchered those names. Let's go to the events and see what we've got to work with. So there are 3 phases. I'm wondering if we could just do it in 2, we might not need the weather warning. But this is movement speed reduced by 15% for all units, which isn't necessarily a bad one to start on. This one lasts for 5 minutes less and gives us extra supply, so we could maybe do that first. And then this one is an extra barrage tactical aid available during this phase. Actually, that would be a nice one to start with in order to get through the initial forces, and then we can kind of set up for the next attack. Let's go for the divisional artillery, and we'll jump to battle. Iron Tide, phase 1, into the breach at 12 midday. And here we are. So, we've got to break through all of these sectors and take Mike, Romeo, Kilo, and Sierra in order to win. So, which way do we want to do this? Because we don't actually have enough, I don't think, in order to attack both from the beginning. So what I'm kind of thinking to do is to push on one side in the first stage, and the second stage kind of pull some units up on the right hand side. I think that's how I'm probably going to do it. I could maybe like harass the right hand side with a couple of units, but I want to focus the majority on the left here at the start. So we're going to grab some T-64 B1s. We're going to of course grab the BMP2s, which are our recon in this. We've got the Tunguskas, of course, that we're going to have to keep close, and it may also be prudent to bring some leadership in order to make our T-64s more effective. So I'm going to do that. Then we're of course going to bring some of our infantry. We've got 150 points left. Do I want mortars? Do I want Gwozdika? I think the Gwozdika would be pretty good to bring in just to provide fire support. I'm going to put them onto group 1 so that they can provide support. Okay, let's go. So first things first, we'll just go and get up on this ridge with the tanks and the Tunguska, and then we can start to potentially push in with our infantry. The BTR-70s aren't terribly effective at direct frontal assaults, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful with those. Make sure that the majority of our fire support comes from the tanks before we send our infantry in. We're also going to be supported, it looks like, by some AI. Just going to move the BMP2s forwards, get them into a position where they can recon from the edge. Move forward the T-64s a bit more. Guskas can move up. We don't have to have the BMP-1PKs too far up. They can actually sit relatively far behind because you can see the radius is pretty big. Doesn't look like we've seen anything just yet. Let's have the T-64s roll forwards here. Oh, there we go. Right, artillery barrage. Let's go. We're going to have to unload these. Start moving forwards. The fire support ones can probably use their grenade launchers and such from a distance. I may have to be actually pretty cautious here. Those are very damaged. The artillery is hitting hard, that's good. Okay, we did manage to stop those aircraft from hitting us. That would have been kind of sketchy. The Harriers there coming in with, it looks like rockets. Tunguska's actually providing direct fire support right now. We need to get within 800 meters in order to use our AT, but it looks like we've managed to get the shots on target with the tanks. Bravo. Let's get these loaded up because the artillery is coming in, actually doing quite a lot of damage. I didn't actually use my Gvozdika. I need to make sure I remember them. Okay, let's carry on through. Alright, let's get these unloaded. There's another unit of infantry there. We'll fall back with the T-64B1s so they don't get hit by the AT. Otherwise, in the town here, happily engaging those. Let's counter battery their artillery. Good, we are capping. I'm actually going to have that fire support fall back. Let's bring up some more T-64s. Alright, let's carry on.
Zone captured.
Let's put some heavy artillery on this. Oh, they have some blockades, so I have to try and break through those. That's not good, they're getting smashed to pieces. Get rid of those warriors ASAP. Good. Right, more infantry is needed. Make sure to RT these in place positions. It might also be worth trying to counter battery that larger artillery further back. There is a lot of artillery coming in. Our AI is attacking a little bit over here. We can deal with that later. Currently exchanging fire with something on the ridge there. Looks like enemy tanks. Doing my recon forwards. Fall back those units, get some new ones in. Some supply might be a good idea so I don't have to keep retreating and replacing my units. We need to fall those back. Can't continue that engagement. We're going to move the fire support unit into here in order to capture this. Oh, those are challengers up on the ridge there. That's nasty for our T-64B1s. Maybe we can hearty those. Let's get the supply in. We're pretty close up. The auto grenade launchers don't really engage until 200, well actually no, 2000 meters, sorry I read that wrong. We want to get within 800 meters in order to use our AT. Nice, we actually shot down both of those. Oof. That's good. It's going to put them on a longer cooldown. The Mi-24s here are actually really useful. Let's put some heavy artillery onto these tanks. That ridge is pretty sketchy for us to have to deal with. Gonna fall back with those guys. We'll fall back with those. So that's a lot of 8 gems coming in. I was really hoping that I might be able to sort of go this way and then kind of cut in, because most of these are in placed in this direction, so we get nice flanking. I could go maybe around the left here. We've got to really consider this. Once we capture Alpha, we can bring more tanks
Zone
in.
Captured.
Though we do have to kind of wait for our points to come back. Let's send these over to the left here. And we're going to shift all of these units to the left. I'm going to even pick up these. The AI was going to continue to push in from this direction. We're going to be able to continue to bring up more tanks. These squads of tanks only come with like 3. And we get one that comes with 4, which is this one. So far, this has been rather challenging. Getting through those challenges is going to be a little bit of a problem. I'm really hoping that maybe I can just brute force flank them. We'll see how it goes. We can get 3 squads, T-64 B1s, to come up on this left side. Maybe we can just come across the top of the hill and sweep through them. That's the plan. Meanwhile, I will try and get some eyes with my recon. We'll keep the BMP 1Ks close. We can keep the Tunguskas on the left hand side as well, because that's where the plane's been coming in from. And these can also go up into the trees here. Let's just speed things up whilst we move everything over. Actually, we don't care about that. Okay, so speed things up. Get our tanks into position. Get my recon to sneak forwards. Is that another tank unit? It is. Don't think they can see me though. Oh, they can definitely see me. They can definitely see me. Time to go. Where is my supply? We need to fix those up. We did lose one. I don't want to evac them though, because it's my only recon unit. So we'll let the supply fix them. Whilst my T-64s move in and engage. Oh wow. That's not good. Oh wow. You can still see me here? Oh good. We're gonna have to retreat those. Let's pull these back. And we'll come in from the left here. I think I need to go even further around the left. We'll hit them with artillery in the meantime. Okay, let's go wide. What's the range on these? The wrong button. There's vision is 1,800. The gun is 2,400 though. Alright, let's start pushing on the side here. We get the nice flanking bonus. Look at that. There we go, that's doing damage. Boom. Push in hard from the flanks. Smash them to pieces. Lovely jubbly. That's a good flanking attack there. Perfect. Alright, let's get these guys up on the ridge. Oh, I managed to get the bomb off. Oh, cluster. Okay, more T-64s please. You gotta keep the pressure up. We're capping November, that's good. That is very good. Right, this will have kind of broken the defensive line here. These are chieftains, not challengers, so this should be easier for us to kill. Saying that, these chieftains are actually in a kind of good position relative to us. It's not good. Oh, and we're being shot on the flank. Oh gosh. No, 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 no. That's really bad. That's really bad. My poor supply trucks are getting shot at now as well.
Zone capture.
By capturing the sector actually gave us more time now, which is good. Go with some heavy artillery there. Oh wow, these strikers at close range. Hitting us very, very easily. Okay, alright, we'll pull back.
5 minutes.
Try and close the range here. We still have 3 vehicles? We do. Okay, let's get the supply over here then. Nice. That's very cool. Tunguska taking both of them out very effectively. Good. Right, once we get rid of this unit, the rest of them will be easily flanked. I keep saying that. But at the moment we're having a hard time. And what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of go straight past them on the back there. Let's get those riflemen out. I don't know what that is, but I hope it's nothing too scary. HQ unit. We want to try and kill this unit. Go on, give me the kill. There we go. Next one. These are getting very severely damaged. Just gonna have to try and commit here to the flank. One more. Nearly gone. We're getting flanked by the HGM. I can't really move. My men are panicking. Take out the chieftain. Do it. I'm having a real bad time. Come on, it's only gonna be one more shot. One more shot. We're gonna have to leave. I want to lose them entirely. Let's just use the artillery to finish them off. Oh, this is tough. These British tanks, hard nuts to crack. Okay, finally, they retreated. Let's get these to go in the next wave. Bring up the recon with us now as well. I should have had the HQ nearby, actually. That was my bad. Would have definitely helped out a lot there. Especially with the morale. But our more elite forces coming through. I would like to capture this before the end of the phase. I would also, if possible, like to capture Lima as well, just for the operational authority.
One minute remaining.
We're going to bring in some more infantry, because this is all very forested. Pull back here, we're getting shot from multiple sides. Need to make the most out of this artillery.
Zone captured.
Well, they gave us another 30 seconds, but I lost another tank in the process. It's going to cost me quite a lot to reinforce. If we can get to Lima and cap that as well, that would be awesome. But we've only got 18 seconds left, so it's very unlikely. Alright, well there we go. That's the end of this phase. I don't think we did too bad. The enemy tanks there certainly put up a hell of a fight though. Alright, let's move on to phase 2. Alright, so we got ourselves 133 operational authority. More deployment points is certainly necessary at this point. We might also want to get more tactical aid. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to upgrade Damask. So there we go. Do I have enough to restore some of these T-72s? We get a lot of them, so it's not too bad. It's just I would like to continue to use the ones that have veterancy. So let's go with these and this one. And let's just add... It doesn't really matter where I put the last points, maybe onto the BMP2. That's actually a pretty important unit to have. Okay, let's check the operational log. All in all, plans called for 16 armies in the first wave of the attack. During June War, just 7 were enough to cause several operational crises. 3rd Combined Arms, 8th Guards, and 1st Guards tank armies were united under the wartime 2nd Western Front Command. Several reliable units from the East German 3rd Army were used too. 8GA bled against the US 5th Corps with little hopes of meaningful success, just enough pressure to keep the US forces in place. 3 CAA and 1 GTA took their turns at mauling British, Belgian and German 3rd Corps, focusing on the Belgian area. Of course, nothing complicated. The real genius was mobilizing fast, striking hard, and keeping at it despite the critical problems with the logistics. Alright, let's go to events. For this one, I'm almost tempted to do Blitz because I'm in a position where I can take advantage of it. So I think we'll go for that, and then if needs be, we can take the bad one for the last phase. Iron Tide, Phase 2, into the breach, 4 PM. Alright, so what I'm planning to do here is capture as many sectors on the backside as possible, and then kind of come back around to capture the rest here. Although technically we only need to cap Kilo, so we can just go around and then cap Kilo, and then if we have time left we can go for the rest. That's probably how we're going to do it. Okay, we have to deploy back here. We've only got 275 to deploy because all of our forces are further up. So we'll bring in these guys, and honestly just like more tanks, and then maybe some mortars is actually not a bad idea, just to like continuously pepper the enemy in their defensive positions. So let's confirm, and off we go. Alright, let's move. Their forces are in position and ready to go, which is going to be kind of a bad time for my BMP2s. Let's pull them back. We should focus on those rifles though. We can make them retreat, that's fine. Now we target these ones. These are territorials, so they're not going to last very long. Oh, they've been absolutely minced. Okay. Cool. Well, at least we managed to keep the recon alive. That's the most important part there. Now reinforcements shall arrive, and we're going to absolutely blitz through this area. That is the plan. Here we go, look at that. Big old force coming in. That's awesome. Through the breach in the defences. Up we go. Alright, let's get all 4 of these ready. We're going to have to get my BMP2s into position up on the hill so we can see what's firing at us from Papa, which was previously. We do have some units coming in on the flank here, but it will be okay. My mortars made it through. We're just going to keep the push going. We'll come up onto the hill here. Get the BMP2s up with them. Get these into the trees on the left side there. Oh, these need to be unloading. They're just YOLOing forwards. Only 2 transports left, so I should pull them back. It's a lot of firepower from the hill. If I can get into range here with the AT, it's going to be very, very helpful.
Zone captured.
My forces are doing very well now. Those BMP2s, gotta be careful. Where's my mortars at? What are these? Just recon units? And territorials? I'm being flanked a little bit here. Alright, we're gonna have to pull back here because of the mortar fire. They keep focusing on BMPs. Bring up more support on this left side. Mortars are trying to break down the defenses there. BMPs are back up and running. These need to keep falling back. They're taking so much damage. Let's just get behind the hill. Alright, good. Get in there. Capture Papa. Right, where are my reinforcements? They've got a long way to go. Good. Right. Papa will be ours shortly. Get our men loaded up because of the artillery. Okay, we'll fix them all up. We'll be on our way again. I might have to sell the supply so I can bring in some fresh supply. Alright, they're ready to go. Let's go grab Oscar.
Zone captured.
We really need to like speed up the process of capturing these. Nice. Just absolutely wrecking them in the flank
Zone
there.
captured.
We got a counter-attack coming in. Not good. I assume it will come in from the left here. We're gonna have to move over to this side.
Zone captured.
And meanwhile, let's just try and get up on this ridge with the fire support. We'll continue to make progress with our riflemen. Could be worth me just going to kill these mortars. Looks like these T-64s can shoot them from there anyway. And the mortars are dealt with. Do I want to move? Not sure. Really want to kill those, but I guess it depends where they're coming from. Because if they're not actually coming from this side and they're coming from the other side, then that could be really bad for us. I'm gonna just go for the objectives, I think, and if they start coming through Papa, we'll know. I don't really have time to sit around. We were blitzing this after all. Let's just keep doing that. We'll bring in the heavy artillery and another artillery barrage on those chieftains so they're softened up. We have no idea what that is. Let's make sure that we keep my recon nearby. Is that artillery? Oh, it is. It's the abbots that were firing on us. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get up on this ridge. I'll have the supply leave because it's basically used up. Might as well have the mortars leave because they've run out of ammo. Or at least we're low on ammo. It looks like most of the reinforcements coming in from this side. That's okay, we just carry on. This group of T-64s is very scary. Here it goes.
Minutes remaining. Zone captured.
Boom. Straight through. Looks like AI friends are doing pretty well on the right side there, which is good. That's not very good. They're gonna hold me up big time. I need more supply. We're not really hitting them properly in the flanks, so it's kind of a bit awkward. I lost one of the T-64s there. We've really got to get rid of these. They've got 80 gems on those infantry and it's messing us up. Now we have really good flanking here, so I'm surprised it's not working out. Oh, they're getting absolutely beasted right now. Alright. Let's get on the ridge here. Keep those Tunguskas moving away. Focus on the challenges. Oh, those challenges hurt so much. Right, nice. Job done. That's not good, another one. Artillery, please. Okay. We're gonna have to make sure we keep bringing in more. They really stunted my push with this counterattack. Oh, I didn't mean to pull them back. That's fine, we'll just get everything out of there. Yeah, we kind of lost the momentum there pretty badly. Not good. Alright, can we recover in time? That is the question. Because it's only going to get harder into phase, the third phase, as we'll have the weather restrictions as well. So my units will be moving slower. And we'll have to deal with fog as well, which is going to limit our line of sight. These challenges are brutal to deal with. Maybe having BVs would be the play. At this range, the T-64 should be able to do plenty of damage, and they are. So, hopefully we can finish them off. The rest of these units will swiftly follow. That's just man-pad units, so nothing to worry about there. It would just be nice if we could capture another sector so that we can get some more time. But I don't think we're going to have enough time to get into a sector in order to capture one. But if we can get set up, I guess, with our next push, then we should be in a good position. There we go. That is over. It's going to be rough trying to get this done in the last phase. We'll see how we get on. Let's go. Next phase. Okay, so we got 208 operational authority, so we actually got a lot more. I think I'm going to invest into the T-80BVs just because they are very good. They are, I think, better armored. So we've got 16, 19, 17, 19, as opposed to 16, 17, 16, 17. I believe the two values are for different types of warheads, like kinetic and maybe like penetrating. I don't know what the other one would be. Like Age Gems. But yeah, anyway, 2,400 meter gun. We got the 125mm gun on this, which is fine. Plus the Cobra, which can engage from 2,800 meters range. That will be very, very helpful. Okie dokie. No more notes to have a look at. We just got to get the job done. So let's go ahead and give ourselves some more deployment points. We are going to probably just spend everything we got. There's no reason not to. Okay, wonderful. That'll do. Let's go to the events, choose the fog, and in we go for Iron Tide Phase 3 at 8 PM. Okie dokie. Looks like this time around we can actually deploy further up, so that's going to be helpful. You can see the patches of fog, which are going to limit our line of sight. Thankfully, there's only a couple around their positions here. So, what we're going to want to do is probably just... that's unfortunate. I should have maybe not brought them in. It's okay. Let's just go. I can't bring up anything extra anyway. The thing to do now is to get through into Romeo. Hopefully there's not too many more reinforcements. Like the Territorial Army units will have retaken some of the hill. So we'll have to deal with those. We are doing a lot of damage already though. Actually, we should just leave that there so it helps the AI out. Any other units that I need to focus on? No. And we're just going to win this by absolute brute force of will.
Zone lost.
We got the flank on the chieftains there, which is good. There's some more rifles coming in from behind. Going to want to engage those. At range we just have such an advantage because those FVs don't really stand a chance. Can't capture that, can I? We need to control Oscar. Let's just carry on towards the hill. We'll leave some rifles in Romeo so we're ready to capture it. We'll get the supply to fix up the tanks. Let's bring up maybe some more mortars. Ooh, that's not good. Loads of ace gems. I think they lost line of sight while I was in here, so we'll just stay hidden for the time being. And it looks like we might have to brute force the hill again. Once we've done that, we can come around behind, so it should be fine. The tanks are ready to go. We're gonna come in from this side so we're not being attacked from the right. It's nice that the AI has helicopters. That's helping them a lot. I thought we would have to deal with more enemy helicopters, but we've been mostly dealing with enemy aircraft, which my Tunguska has been successfully dealing with. Pretty well, I might add.
Zone captured.
We've got 5 units of tanks now. This is brutal. I don't even have my T-80s in. I probably will soon if this T-64 keeps taking side shots. Just going to overwhelm them. Good. Let's get the supply over here. And we'll attack down the road here.
Zone captured.
Alright, after that... Oh, we cut them off. Okay. We just got to go and capture Kilo, and then that's the entirety of our objectives complete. And if we capture all of these, that will just end it. So we should probably do that before they get a chance to counterattack. What I'm going to do, we're going to drive up here, and we'll intersect with the supply. So we're ready to go. Meanwhile, we can continue our engagement onto these infantry in the rear. This is actually a really nice envelopment we've got going on here. Look at the lines of tanks ready to go. Love the weather effects as well with all this fog. Very cool. When you zoom in, you can see the weather being much more bleak than it was previously. Okay, let's get that set up. Hopefully it can fix up all of my tanks. Oh, the Challengers got revealed and then got annihilated. So many tanks currently under HQ with recon. Like HQ, recon, veterancy. Like my tanks are absolutely brutal for them right now. Alright. Onwards we go. Might actually just have them move forwards. We'll let the AA cap this with the supply. The Chieftain Mark 11s that were behind me even got wrecked. Right, we're just gonna go for the throat now. Finish them off. Coming in from the rear.
Zone captured.
Brutal. Oh, here comes a counterattack. Can we get the cap onto Juliet before that makes a difference? If we do, we get the total victory. Onwards we go. Time to just commit. overrun their positions entirely.
Zone captured.
No mercy. Let's go. There it is. If we cap it, we get total domination. Pretty sure.
Zone captured.
Yep.
Total
We did it.
domination achieved.
Very nice. Very nice conclusion. As my units here start getting absolutely annihilated. We did it. Full 200 victory points. Just as the reinforcements come in. T-64 blob. Getting the job done. We didn't even need the TATBVs in the end. I could have just put it more into command points. Well, there we go. Let's have a look at the results. Total victory, of course. We did manage to do it on hard difficulty, which is nice. As I'll probably do the next one on hard difficulty as well. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. The T-64s struggling at first. But then once I got a critical mass, we were able to really just tear through the flank as our AI continued to push at them from the front. So we got that really sweet envelopment. That was wonderful. Really, really fun. The ferocious fighting left the area covered in thousands of tons of wrecked iron, but we were more persistent. The division can push through onwards. There we go. That's Iron Tide complete. Next up will be a saber cut. Back to the NATO forces. That should be fun, but that's it for now. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.